What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you with a speed duel deck profile. It's Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dragon Caller. For you guys that don't know what this deck is, it's been tier 1 since Speed Duels was incepted. It's probably the first tier 1 deck, and for a long while, the only tier 1 deck in the game. This deck is relatively easy and relatively simple, but still, a lot of decks have a huge problem with getting over it, getting around it, and dealing with it. It uses a Speed Duel skill card, Kaiba, where that uses Dragon Caller. And this card says, once per duel, you use one of the following effects. If you normal summon a Lord D, add a Fluid Summoning Dragon from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Reveal the Fluid Summoning Dragon from your hand, then add one Lord D from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So there's either way. If you open one piece, you get the other piece. You open a Blue Eyes, you basically have game. So we're going to go over the deck. I'll show you guys the main deck, and then we'll talk about some other cards that the other duels are playing. Obviously, you're going to run 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon. I like to run 2 Lord Ds to get rid of stuff like Kunai with Chain, get around it, I should really say. I also run a place in a Lord of Dragon, and then of course we run Fluid Summoning Dragon. 3 Stamping Instructions, so you can forego getting hit with cards like Windstorm Attack. You gotta play around those kind of cards. Then we run 3 Champions Vigilance, which is the most broken card in the deck. This card, if you control level 7 or higher normal monster, when a monster would be summoned or a spell and a trap would be activated, negate the active summon or activation if you destroy the card. If you go first turn and you open the full combo instead of Champion's Vigilance, you're pretty much going to win the game. And I don't think there's many decks that can still get over that. That still have the ability to go, okay, I could deal with 1 negation, I could deal with 2 negations. Most decks just lose at that point. That's why this deck's still considered to be a tier 1 deck. And of course, Windstorm Attack, the card everyone basically has to play around. The card basically that shapes the deck's meta. This card is $5, where the starter deck came in is $10, and it's worth it for that price point because it's such a needed card. Now, this deck is relatively easy, relatively straightforward and simple. You go with the Blue Eyes combo. You get Blue Eyes, you summon it. You add a Fluid Summoning Dragon, or if you get Fluid Summoning Dragon, reveal it. Use Dragon Caller, get your Blue Eyes, bring out your Blue Eyes White Dragon, set a Champion's Vigilance, and they basically lose. Not a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players can play get around that. Like I said, they'll have to open something like 2 Windstorm Attackwas, or any other kind of way to basically bait out a Champion's Vigilance. And even still, they're in a bad spot because Lord D's also protects your Blue Eyes White Dragon. So it really puts them in a really rough spot. Now, we're seeing other duelists play cards like playset of Wonder Wand, and they're running a playset of Blue Dragon Summoner. So this card is sent from the field to the graveyard. You can add 1 Dragon Warrior or Spellcaster normal monster from your deck to your hand. So they're going to run that to help them get more Blue Eyes out, White Dragon to their hand, or vanilla Dragon monsters. Like, besides Blue Eyes, we're also seeing Yu-Gi-Oh! Players run Relentless Black Dragon to add to that level 7, so Champion Vigilance always becomes live. So that's another thing we're seeing them do a lot of, and it's not bad. I like the straightforward build, but this is an alternative build that they are running as well, and it's pretty good. For a side deck, I'm running 2 Possessed Dark Soul because Relinquish can be a problem. If you guys that don't know, Relinquish can take take one of our monsters. More than likely, they're going to take out Laura D. And what they're going to do is they're going to have a set of Half Shut, which Half Shut is if one of your monsters destroyed, you just take the battle damage and monsters not destroy a battle. So they'll let you swing with the Blue Eyes into their Relinquish with a Laura D. You'll both take 1,800 damage because 3,000 minus 12 is 1,800. And then when you swing in with your other Blue Eyes, they're going to Half Shut that Blue Eyes. They're going to eat that damage. Or they're going to find some way to put that Blue Eyes in defense mode using like Windstorm Attack. Or they're going to use like the Spirit Karibo because deck runs 3. And then you're in a world of trouble because now they have a Relinquish with an open slot that can take a Blue Eyes. And that's pretty good. They basically win from that point. Actually, this realizes 4,000. But anyway, nevertheless, you're going to want to put Possessed Dark Soul to get rid of the Relinquish. You're really going to want to stop them from starting their combo, or even if that play does happen, you still want to use Possessed Dark Soul to take their Relinquish monster, and then just continue winning the game. That's basically what you want to do. Because if they take your Blue D, you can bring out 2 Blue Eyes, summon Possessed Dark Soul, sack Possessed Dark Soul, and now you got a Relinquish with a Laura D, and you got 2 Blue Eyes, and that's basically game. And then you have Blast Hellbite Tribute, another card that's really good against Gravekeepers. Gravekeeper Oracle and Gravekeepers in general is a very good deck. And if you go Blast Hellbite Tribute, activate this on a Gravekeepers Oracle, you basically clean the field out. And if you can clean the field out before setting up your Blue Eyes combo, it's game. If you can clean the field out and still have a Blue Eyes combo set up, they're in the world hurt. So I still think this card's huge. I think you need to play 3Ds because the only real challenge straight up against Blue Eyes currently right now in the game, straight up, is most likely going to be Gravekeepers. And I'll have that deck profile coming up on this channel. And it's a very good deck, and it's very good at kind of controlling the game state, searching for what they want to search for, bringing an Oracle, and beating you down. And Blast Ability Held by the Tribute stops them from doing that. Most average speed duel decks are going to run you about $25. In fact, you can forego all this by buying a Duels of the Mars Speed Duel deck. You can spend $60 and basically have every deck in the game, minus a couple of cards here and there, which aren't really too expensive unless you were playing Relinquish, and you like Sonic Bird, they're like $6 to $8 depending where you go. You can go on TCG Player and buy them. You can buy the singles, which I'll show you the single prices in a second. You can also go on eBay and buy the Speed Duel Star decks for $10. So go to your locals, which you should already have done, and bought these at $10. And not only get 3 of these Speed Duel decks, but you get your monthly promotion. I think this month's Soul Drain, next month's Skill Drain, which is really great. And you'll have access to all these Speed Duel decks in one shot. By buying 3 of these, you can buy you get 3 wins from Atakwa, which I'll show you the price point in a minute, which almost makes it silly to buy the singles for speed duels rather than just a star decks, which are quickly going away, by the way. Most distributors are running out. I think I'm down to my last 1 or 2 distributors that have speed duel structure decks, starter decks, what you want to call it. Most of them are already sold out. So once this is gone, once I'm Atakwa, unless it's gonna get a reprint, the next Speed Duel OTS pack, it's gonna be pretty hard to find. But looking at the cards, you got Blue Eyes White Dragon over here from the Star deck. It's roughly about $2, $2.50. We have Tyrant Dragon, another card's like 9 cents. Lord D, another card you're gonna need, obviously, is 12 cents. Fluter Summoning Dragon is about 30 cents. Stamping Instruction, which I highly recommend you get, is about like 12 cents. Champion's Vigilance, the amazing card that it is only $1. Once I'm Atakwa, this card's where things get tricky. There's a couple of guys over here that has a couple of them for like 4, almost their 5, and then you got sellers starting at roughly around the $5 price point. And you see a 74 wall of listings at around $5 for Winsome Atakwa. So this card is $5, where the Speed Duel Star decks are 10. Half the Star deck is based off 1 card. And I think as time goes on, as it gets harder, because we only see 1 wall here on TCG Player, this wall's easily broken. This card's gonna hit some dumb numbers once again, unless it gets a reprint. But even going with that, even if you only want to buy your 3 Winsome Atakwas, even if you only want to play Blue Eyes because you're a Blue Eyes fan, no big deal, you just are what you are. It's $5. And then of course we have Dragon Claw, the skill card needed for this, which is roughly around 6 cents. All that total, by the way, is only $25. So for a tier 1 Speed Duels deck, tier 1, here's the full deck right here. Side decks are gonna run you an extra couple of pennies, literally maybe an extra $1. It's about $25. That's it. I highly recommend it, guys, getting involved in speed duels. It's really fun, it's really fast Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's really entertaining to see. And getting speed duels, a totally new format Yu-Gi-Oh, which in my opinion is going to be here to stay. There's a lot of things happening already, and we're just trying to get more and more cards. The meta, in my opinion, is roughly around 5 decks. I'll have all those deck profiles on this channel, so please make sure to subscribe. But checking it out, there's a lot of cool things you could do with these decks. The little different variances. Like with Blue Eyes, you could play this version or the other version, which runs that dragon guy, which name I already forgot because I don't run it. But you know, it's not bad. I do think that's really fun to play. I think it's relatively inexpensive to play. And besides Winsome Atakwa, which costs about $15 for this playset, the deck will cost, without this 1 card, $15 for a tier 1 deck. So I still recommend you guys check it out. Definitely recommend playing it. Go in and trade for it. The main card you want is obviously going to be Windstorm. The rest of the deck is easy to buy online if you want to buy it online, or you can forego all of this and buy 3 playsets of Speed Duel, of Duels of Tomorrow, as well as the other one, which was around here somewhere, that I recommend you picking up. And just buying a playset of each of those, 3 and 3 of those 2 starter decks, and you have access to almost every single Speed Duel deck. Minus, like I said, a couple of cards, like Sonic Bird, which I think is about $8 right now on TCG Player. Anyway, Paisanos, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please make sure to subscribe, and you Paisanos, have a good day.